Hello, everyone. Mary Gooden here, CEO and founder of what I love to call my brilliant life. Speaker, author,
Mhm.
publisher, mentor, just a lover of life. And I'm just so excited to share with you today one of my newest friends and this wonderful retreat leader, Amber Kleid. Did I say that right?
It's actually Clyde. It's the strange German version of it.
I
It
know.
throws everybody off because the E is before the I.
And so it is. And
Yeah.
so it is. It gives us an opportunity to check in and ask. But I created this stage and space for retreat leaders to showcase what they're so passionate about and why they have chosen this life experience to lead others and show others what else is possible. So, Amber, welcome. Tell us a little bit about who you are and where you're joining us from.
Oh, Mary, thank you so much. This is such a beautiful opportunity that you offer folks like myself. So I wear a lot of hats, but I am a yoga instructor, I am a retreat leader, and I'm also an Akashic Records practitioner. And I really help women find their true north. I'm very passionate about that. I guide them to understand their soul's history, to help uncover and heal unhealthy patterns and blockages so they feel invested, purposeful, and aligned with the highest version of themselves. And at my yoga retreats, my building blocks are trust, exploration, and play.
Oh, I love it. I love too that I feel a lot of your energy from, your uh throat chakra, because I know you're a radio show host too. And I'm like, oh, this is it. She's helping others, supporting others, and using their voice to get what they desire.
Yes. Well, and I teach some of the workshops that I teach in my retreats have to do with bringing mindfulness and self-awareness to like everyday activities, because the more mindful and aware we are, I mean, it just gives us such a just a bigger space to be in, and just to bring more happiness and calmness and to live a more stress-free life. I mean, isn't that what we all want?
You know, isn't it?
Yeah,
Is
it
it?
is. It really
And it's
is.
available. And it's available. And that is, again, essentially why I lead retreats for myself to show others this is available. Yes, it's a daily practice. Yes, we get to practice it every day because we're living, heart breathing humans right now.
Yeah.
But it is. So tell us a little bit about, I know that you host, you've got a retreat coming up that is close to full. So anybody listening, let's tune in because there's only a few spots left.
Yes.
Let's talk about that one first, but I know that you have a couple different locations that you retreat in. So tell us about this retreat that you have coming up, Amber.
So the retreat that we're doing at the end of September, is September 27th through the 29th, is in Hot Springs, North Carolina, the beautiful Blue Ridge Mountains. And oh, it's so gorgeous. We just had an opportunity to go up there. My partner, Brandy Doyle of Double Libra Astrology, is going to be helping me out with this. We have an amazing chef. Like, she's just out of control. So good. And so this particular retreat is more of kind of a yoga slash spiritual retreat, and it's for women only. And it's a great place for you to show up as yourself, whether you have been curious about the mystic or you want to learn about the mystic, or you're in the mystic. We invite you to come and play with us. We're going to do yoga every day. We'll have some workshops, and we're going to have cacao ceremonies in these sacred sister circles, which I absolutely love, because what a better place for a woman to come and be seen and heard safely, no judgments, and just to be in their own essence. And this is who I am. This is how I'm showing up. Take me or leave me, you
Every
know?
part of that, I feel that every part of those words I feel in my body because that's it. That is that's where that whole joyous and free, fulfilling life begins, is our willingness to sit in a community and share who we really are. For
Yeah.
me, that started through multi-author books, right? Like getting my story out, but doing it in a collaborative way, which is why I
Mhm.
became a publisher, because I was like, I was retreating people already, but not seeing the fullness of how being a retreat leader, like you said, you open up a community space for people to find the deepest place of who they be. And even when you said that at first, I was like, anytime that anybody's inviting me to come as you are, my whole body lights up.
I know,
Here
right?
we are. Right. So gosh, North Carolina. Oh, I bet that's going to be delicious.
It's a
Tell us a little bit more.
beautiful
Yeah.
place. Oh, say that again.
Tell, yeah, tell us a little bit more. So it's September. Remind us of the date. September.
September 27th through the 29th. So it's a Friday night. We arrive, we have this delicious dinner prepared for us, and then we're going to start out with a sister circle so we can all get acquainted. And then Saturday, of course, we're going to start the day with yoga, and we're going to have our meals prepared lovingly for us. And then we're going to have a couple of workshops during the day, incorporating mindfulness and magic and astrology and the cacao. And we're going to journal and make art, and just we're going to do everything that could possibly bring us happiness. Well,
Mm,
I mean, aside from a few things, but but as much as we can, we're going to pack it in.
Nice.
And
Perhaps.
yeah, and a lot of, so the reason that I love doing retreats and doing the sacred space is because I never really had that. I always, and it's not that I felt judged. I just never really felt like I had a safe space. And I think that comes a lot from childhood trauma, and that
Mm,
I've really done a lot of work to move past. And I mean, that's a whole other can of worms we could talk about some other time. But I just really have felt called to help women just break through things, break through boundaries, break through the blockages and stuff that really hold them back, that they're kind of scared to look at, but offer them this sacred space that, you know what, it's okay to cry, it's okay to let go, it's okay to laugh. We love to laugh, and it's just okay to feel.
mm.
I mean, how amazing is that, to be in a space and be able to feel without any judging or
It's everything that's missing in our lives, really. It's everything that's missing. And so I, I was going to ask you that, like, what puts you here in retreat, being a retreat leader, and that's it. Same with me. It's our own personal experience
yes,
of walking through the process of being human, being in this life, and learning that we can forgive and essentially forget a little bit about it and step in, create a life by our own design. So thank you,
you're
Amber, for holding
welcome.
a space for women to feel
Yeah,
things that they haven't felt before so they can let go and create space to bring a new reality
yeah.
before their eyes. Simply, like, I love that. I'm going to hold up a picture because I do it too. By coloring sometimes, by creating pictures. Like I'm going to
Oh,
go all the way in. This is a retreat that I'm having in Mexico. So I create offer cards. I color a picture, and then
oh.
on the back, as I fill them, and they become like little offer grids. But right?
That. That's so
I do
beautiful.
it in the business piece too. It's just the same, I'm sure, with you. Everything that you offer is something that we are being every day in our life, and it has supported us and activated so many. So thank you again. But so this is the retreat coming up in North Carolina. So everybody, it's in September. It's never too late to book a retreat. In fact, I'm learning more and more that flights actually get cheaper sometimes the closer you get, and not more. So I've been one of these people that I'm like, I've got to do this, book something 6 months in advance. And that's not so. So anybody that's thinking I want to do it, but whoa, not so. There's only 2 spots left though. So you probably do need to act a little fast. But you also, Amber, because we were talking pre-show, we were having a fun time talking about butterflies and life. Uh, you have you facilitate amazing retreats in Costa Rica, I've heard.
Yeah, so okay, so this, it was my first retreat and it just fell into my lap. Somebody reached out to me, one of my good friends, Jerica, reached out to me, and she was like, I want to help women like yourself facilitate retreat, or sorry, put together the retreats, and you want to do the retreats. Let's pair up. And so we had this magical pair of, each of us really passionate about one aspect of it. And we ended up in oh my God, where did we go? It starts with a P. I want to say Patron, but that's not right. We
Is it
ended up
Costa
on
Rica
the, yeah,
on
on
this
the
side?
Portrero.
Okay.
in Potrero in this beautiful house. It was just gorgeous. And it was for 5 days. And the first couple of days we workshopped and got to know each other and played and did yoga. And then the next 3 days we did yoga and we played hard. We did a catamaran cruise. We went to an animal sanctuary, and then we went horseback riding in the morning. And I mean, it was just such a beautiful way for us to just let
Mm,
let go and just have fun and empower ourselves. I had some women that had never traveled that far by themselves. I had one gal who has parents that are really elderly, and she was so afraid to go and do it. And I was like, you've got to. You've been taking care of your family, your parents for so long. You have got to fill your own cup. And she came and she's coming to my next retreat too. I mean, it's just amazing the bond that you create with the folks that you get to spend this kind of time with. And for me, that's just so special because it's kind of funny. I'm kind of a recluse, and
mhm.
I don't know if that what leads me to be a leader, instead of a participant necessarily, although I love to participate too. But I don't know. I love to teach. I've always loved to teach, and um making what I've learned in my life something that's tangible for others who haven't done that yet is just so special.
Yeah,
I'm
it
sure
is
you
so
understand.
special.
Yeah, you understand that 100%, I'm sure.
Yeah, to open a doorway or a window or a portal or a new reality, to witness that something you've done or supported somebody with, where people can do that, so that anything is possible,
Yeah.
because it does exist. It is a real place and we live in
Yeah.
it.
Well, I tell you, at my the Costa Rican retreat, I asked everybody at the end of the day, what's your word for the day? And at the end of the retreat, my word was like invincible. Like I felt like I could do anything. It just felt so good. And I really want the women who come to these things to feel that way. Now, of course, in a weekend, we're just building up, right? We're just opening some doors, we're finding the feels and all that kind of stuff. But what magic to be able to take that off into your life and incorporate what you learn and
Yeah.
and what you resonate with.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being in this
Thank
part of
you.
your life and stepping into it. Even though you feel like you can be a recluse sometimes, you've
Yeah.
stepped in, and I'm always grateful to be side by side with people just like you, Amber, that are holding space for the collective, for women, for people to walk in their best life, in their most magnificent energies, and really enjoy the time that we have here being human. So
Yes,
how
all the
can
mess, all the
yes,
mess and the good and the bad and everything, because we learn, right? We learn the lessons, and then
we
and
can
off we
dust it
go.
off,
Yeah,
especially in community, which is why retreats are becoming one of the most popular and powerful ways to clear trauma quick,
yeah,
because you get right down to the nitty gritty, and there is a half a dozen to a dozen women sitting right beside you holding your hand while you're doing it. So
yep.
I love it. How can people jump in? What is that? How can we get you? I'm going to put some a link in the show notes, but
Okay.
anybody that's listening, what's the easiest way to get in touch with you, Amber, so they can jump on North Carolina?
So there's two ways. I'm on social media. And you can just find me, Amber Kleid, Kleid, and you can either follow me personally. I'd love to meet you just as a friend, or you can follow my business, which is Kleidoscope Yoga, which I thought was brilliant, but it's really hard to market because Google always wants to correct the spelling. So there's no A. It's kaleidoscope, but there's no A.
Love it.
And then my email, very simple, amberclyde.com. Or I'm sorry, my website, amberclyde.com. And it's just in the little upper blurbs, retreats, click it, you'll see hot springs, and all my other services are there too. And I do a lot of stuff online and in person, and I'm real friendly. I'm a no drama mama. If you want to reach out and ask questions, I'm not going to be one of these pushy people. I want to educate. I want people to feel comfortable, because I hate
Mm,
it when people do that to me. Don't you? When they like
yeah.
reach out, like, and ugh,
Mhm.
gross. It's so
So there
gross.
you have it. Amber Kleid, AmberKleid, retreats, and then you're going to feel your sacred soul. Yes. Thank you,
Yes.
Amber.
Thank you, Mary. What a pleasure.
Oh, it's my pleasure is all mine. I mean, this is what I just love to chat with wholehearted beings. And
Mhm.
so you'll be
I can
seeing
tell.
Amber probably somewhere else, and I'll be interviewing her on another one of my podcasts. But for the retreat leaders and lovers out there, please remember, retreat leaders need retreats too. So what better way if you're a retreat leader, if you've been wanting to check out North Carolina, if you've been wanting to play in the hot springs, Amber's your girl. I think that you'd have a whole lot of fun there. And for the lovers, try something new. I lived on the East Coast for 22 years. I lived in Virginia Beach, Virginia. Not as pretty as the mountains of North Carolina, but that East Coast vibe, it's good. So
It's so good. And I live
anything else? Mhm.
at the retreat's about an hour away from Asheville.
Yeah, and so for those of you that don't know about Asheville, they usually have, or they used to have, the play, the whole yoga festival. They
Oh,
have a
they just did it 2 weekends ago.
eat,
I
shine, play. Were you there?
love
I
I
think I
volunteer
Yeah,
every
I saw
year.
pictures. That's where I was seeing
Yeah.
your pictures. I'm like, she's at Eat, Love, Play. It's not Eat, Love, Play. It's Shine,
Love, shine, play.
Love, Shine, Play. I was
Yeah.
getting the book and the movie.
Yeah.
Thank you, Amber. Any final words for our listeners, darling?
No, I mean, I'm so appreciative to be in your space and your energy. And I'm sure that anybody that comes through from you to me is just going to be amazing. I
Yeah,
can't
well,
wait
make
to
sure that you're
connect
ready
more.
for fun, everyone. So,
Yes.
until I get on here again with another amazing retreat leader, I say have an amazing day and bye for now, everyone.